Oh, hey, you guys. I didn't see you there because I was snoozing. I think that looks good. What do you think? I think it's like I enjoy napping and rapping. That rhymed. I'm going to take this off. That's silly. Anyway. So what's up? Today is day, what is it, 4? Day 4 of the daily vlog. So as I said yesterday to all those people who thought she doesn't have the follow through, you are wrong, 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 times a million. And as one of my fans pointed out, I actually did one the day before I started officially. My God, it is warm in here, and I am not hitting menopause. It's just hot. What I was saying is, I did one before I officially started doing one every day. So I have one in the bag. I have like a spare one in case I need to prove my dedication to this whole daily thing. And yeah, today is the first day in New York, in the history of New York, that I need to turn on the air conditioner. I don't have it on right now. I have the fan on right now. I have an exciting special guest to talk to on the phone later. First, I want to tell you about my morning, which is I woke up at the crap of dawn, and by that I mean like 11, so that I could be one of the very first ones to go to this mobile adoption event. As you know, I'm trying to adopt a child that is a puppy. So I get there, and there's like already a whole bunch of people, and there's this big van with dogs painted on the side of it, and everyone's just waiting outside. And so I'm sizing up the competition, but at one point, like, they're running a little bit late, and so then the door swings open, and I hear this, like, it sounds like something that's more like a tiger, or like a lion in pain, maybe, and I'm thinking, that's not a small dog puppy. And someone, like, made a little speech, and they're like, if anyone has any questions, let me know, and what I really wanted to say is, do you have any small dog puppies? However, I felt like that would, like, turn the tide of the crowd against me, because really what you're supposed to do is adopt like an 8-year-old pit bull named Buffy, who's a sweetheart but needs a dominant personality and is going to be put down because she's aggressive but just needs love. But I'm afraid of dogs like that. Please don't hate me, people who hate people who are afraid of dogs like that. So anyway, I walked through, and I'm gonna sound like an asshole here, but it smelled really bad in there. And there was one, this dog is still tugging at my heartstrings. It wasn't cute, it was just frightened. It was sitting there just shaking. And I thought, I feel your pain, dog, but I'm not going to adopt you. I'm sorry. So then I left feeling, kind of like a jerk. And yeah, that was my morning. So I'm still woefully alone in this world. Not really. In other news, I went to a party in Dumbo, which stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass, last night, and it was fun, and we played Taboo, which I think is a fun game. And then we tried to leave, and as Dustin said, it's easier to get to Dumbo than to leave Dumbo. He compared it to quicksand. Like, the more effort you put into trying to leave, the harder it is. So eventually we did leave, though. I'm not still there. I'm still here in the Hamptons. That looks just like my apartment in the city. All right, let's call our special guest, shall we? It's Doug Benson, and he's at a hotel right now. So you can watch me call the hotel while I debate whether I should just turn this off. I'm not going to, though, because I like to live on the edge, and I want you guys to see all the things that are involved in working a telephone. Hi, can I speak to Doug Benson? Doug Benson? Yeah. We're on hold. So you guys know Doug Benson. He's a comedian, and a funny guy. And he did that documentary. It's Doug Benson?
Yes?
It's Alison Rosen.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're on speakerphone, in case you didn't know.
I didn't. Who else is in the room?
No one, but there's viewers, potentially. So tell me, Doug Benson, is your butt sore because you watched 7 hours of theater yesterday, right?
I was worried where that question was going, but yeah. I did. It was about 6 hours long but with two meal breaks in between. It was three. It's basically the Northern Conquest is 3 plays that you can choose to see them all back to back like that, and so I went for it, and it was great.
Did you need, and that's with a K, your buttocks in between?
No, I just walked it off. I went and got something to eat at each of the breaks, and the play's really cool because it takes place in the play takes place over the same period of time, each play, but in a different room of the same house. So you put together pieces of conversations that people had in other rooms once you've seen all 3 plays.
Oh, that's neat. It's kind of postmodern, even though I imagine it was set in 1066.
No, so it was modern for its time, but I forget. I don't know exactly when it was written, but this is a what do you call it? A revival of a play that's existed for a while.
So which was your favorite installment?
I'd have to say the first one, just because it introduces you to all the characters and does a pretty good job of, if you can only see one, I say just see, it's called Table Manners. It's the one that takes place in the dining room, and it's probably the best of the 3 if I had to pick one.
I don't think everyone's aware that you're such a theater buff. I mean, now they are, everyone.
Oh yeah, now everybody knows.
But I didn't know. Are people usually surprised?
I guess so. They're more condescending about it than surprised usually, because it just seems very, it's just not a manly activity, but what are you going to do?
But you bring a lot of manliness to it, don't you think?
I really do.
With the way you're you sit in the audience flexing and grunting and spitting.
Whenever there's an interesting moment in the show, I'll be like, yeah!
Right, and then you beat up wimpy people.
Yeah, there's a lot of devil horns in my reaction to especially the musical numbers, because I like plays a lot, but I like musicals even more. I see every musical that I can.
Yeah, and when it's a rousing crescendo, you're like, yeah, bro.
Exactly.
But you don't think I've been condescending, do you?
No, not at all. You're truly interested in it, but
right.
Usually people are like, what? Especially people that live in New York, comedians that live in New York, they don't go see shows and stuff. They just think of Times Square as just a place to go only if you have a set at Caroline's.
Right, which you do, right?
Yes, next weekend, May 28th through the 31st, I'll be headlining at Caroline's in good old Broadway.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, because I've only performed off Broadway as far as theater goes, so anything like Caroline's, I'm excited to do, just because I can tell people I performed on Broadway. Mm-hmm. Even though it's just technically on the street itself, not in a Broadway theater.
Well, they don't have to know.
They do not have to know.
I mean, they have to know if they're going to try to go see you, but otherwise they don't have to know. Oh my goodness, we're running out of time because I have to keep these short to get them on YouTube. Any last words along the lines of either anything you want to say to people or how your life's improved since you've become my friend?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's improved. Knowing you has improved my life greatly, because I get to be on what do you call this thing that we're doing?
A vlog, the computer.
But it's weird to me whenever I see the word vlog, I pronounce it in my head vlog. For some reason I can't commit to vlog.
That might be the correct way to pronounce it. Well, listen, I have to go, but I'm gonna get in touch with you when this is over.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Oh my God, we have no more time. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Be good to each other. The pressure.